What we're going to do now is I'm going to kind of turn it over to Randolph, and Randolph is going to talk to you about building your team. Guys, real estate is not a solo career, okay? You've got to have people that you work with. You've got to have people on your team, okay? So, Randolph, tell us a little bit about that.
And it really ties into what you're talking about with time. I mean, we all get the same amount of time each day, okay? If you have a full-time job, I mean, we got to be practical about it. Business hours from now, and most people sometimes are hard to catch in the evenings, sometimes even on the weekends. Okay, so how can you maximize the 24 hours you have? Well, duplicate yourself. Find others that you can leverage your time through to do some of the tasks that need to be done throughout the day. And you do that by forming a team. And look, this is important. This isn't just for the new person. This is for the experienced guy. I have people come to me all the time. Now, not all of our students are brand new. Okay, a lot of our students are very seasoned investors. And they come and say, hey, Randolph, look, man, I'm doing 3, 4, 5 deals a month, but man, I need to take it to the next level. One of the top things to help them take them to the next level is incorporating a team. A lot of times it's not enough people doing the necessary task in their business.
Absolutely.
And they're trying to do everything. And I don't know, maybe it's a guy thing, okay? And I think I found out more guys. We have this control aspect. We want to do it all.
I want to do it myself.
That's right. But again, not that you can't, but it's going to limit how far you can take your business. So when you're thinking about building a power team, I feel that one of the biggest relationships that you need to have is a real estate agent or real estate agents, realtors. Why is that? Because they're in the trenches day in and day out. Okay, these folks went and got a license. They're looking at what's going on with the market, and the good ones are tracking it. They're adjusting their business to round what the market is doing. So it is vital, I believe, to have someone on your team that knows what's going on around you. See, look, yes, we're in Lakeland Valley, South Carolina, but we're doing deals in North Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, Virginia. We're moving into Tennessee, and we got a big goal this year to be in 16 states. You may hear that like 16 states. How in the world? It's because we're good at building teams. Look, man, I don't have to know anything about Kentucky personally to do deals in Kentucky. I just got to surround myself with people who do. Find myself good, knowledgeable agents who are doing deals, who are out there in the trenches buying housing, selling houses, listings. I mean, man, look, you don't have to tread new ground and learn and figure out something new. It's already being done. Surround yourself with good real estate agents. A good place to do that, I like, is Zillow and realtor.com. Zillow and realtor.com. The reason why I like that, because they provide a profile for the agent. See, I'm not just looking for any kind of agent. See, I'm an investor, okay? And most agents don't like investors. They've heard a lot of horror stories, and I promise you, most of those stories are true. I'll tell you, when I got started, I wasted a lot of realtors' time, just trying to figure out the business. You know what? That word gets around. So most agents don't want to work with investors. So you got to find an investor-friendly agent. So with Zillow and realtor.com, what I'm looking for, someone who has a profile that's, they're working with REO property. They're working with bank-owned property. They're working with short sales. But not just that, they got investor clients. Not only that, I'm looking for an agent who maybe even invested themselves. Look, we picked up a HUD property the other day, and I called the agent in the area because I wasn't too familiar with the area. And I called one guy, he wasn't very helpful. One agent, I called another agent. His first words to me were, "Friend, you've made the right call." Those were his words. He said, "You've made the right call." He said, "I got investor clients. I'm an investor. In fact, the house you're looking at, I've been bidding on it. I've been through that house. Okay, here's what I can tell you." And I'm just giving you a little back. I'm telling you how vital this phone call was. I told the agent, based on the comps I was looking at, I'm thinking this house should sell for around 170 and 160. And he said, "Friend, you are dead on. You fix this property up, it's going to sell for 160, 165. But let me also tell you this, it's going to take a year and a half for it to sell." I'm like, "Really?" I said, "I can't wait a year and a half to sell this house." I said, "Look, my clients I need to be out of the house 30 to 60 days. He said, "If you want to fix this property up and be out of it in 30 to 60 days, you can't sell it for more than 120. That changed the game, friend. Rest assured, we didn't buy that house because the numbers didn't work. But what if I just looked at the comps and went on and purchased that property based on what I saw in the comments and didn't make a phone call.
Yeah.
You see, so that's how vital that relationship is. Now granted, all agents aren't created equal, okay? So all agents aren't going to be knowledgeable. So you're not just looking for an investor-friendly agent who like to work with investors or maybe an investor themselves. You're looking for somebody who's knowledgeable of the area. Like in most of the territories I'm working, ideally, I like to find 2 attributes of my agent. They're hungry and knowledgeable. But not all the time am I going to find that in one agent.
Write that down, guys.
And that's important, hungry and knowledgeable. But if you think about that, usually the hungry agent is probably the new agent and aren't quite very knowledgeable yet. The knowledgeable agent probably isn't still that hungry because they've got a clientele going and they've got themselves established. So not often when you find those 2 attributes in one agent. So in some cases, I got to find 2 agents. One I can call on. I give you an example. I got in Fayetteville, North Carolina, a great location for us. Man, I got 2 agents and they're great at what they do. The first agent, this girl is the bomb. I'm telling you, look, she gets up a lot of listings. She got a lot of investor clients. I mean, she is the go-to agent. If you're looking to find out what the values are, I can just give her a neighborhood and a zip code. Tell her what the beds, bath, and square footage is, and she'll tell me exactly what the house will sell for. Now, on the other hand, if I want to make an offer through her, it's going to take 2 or 3 days. Okay? So I got another agent. And this girl here, she is off the chain for what she does. Look, I don't call her for numbers. Okay, if I want to find out what a house will sell for, she's not the call to make. But if I need to make an offer in the next 20, 30 minutes, friend, she is on the ball.
Wow.
So I can get my offers out really quick with her, but if I need some numbers, I'll call the other one. So, but again, and not all the time will you know who's starting out. That's why you got to surround yourself and build many relationships. Call multiple agents. Look, you're just looking to make a friend. Okay, people do business with people they like. Okay, so it's important that especially when you're new, and I find this around a lot of new people, because they don't know a lot, they feel hesitant about calling people because they don't want to sound new and they don't want to say the wrong word. Right. Not use the lingo correctly.
The fear.
That fear. We talked about that. Yeah. The fear of sounding new. Look, forget about that. Forget about that. The thing is that you're there to build a relationship. Tell them what your business plan is. Hey, here, I'm an investor. I'm just looking to do deals in this area, and I need a knowledgeable agent like yourself to help me. Okay? But let me tell you another reason why these agents are important. Not only can they help you with finding values and finding property, but also, too, they know people. They know contractors. They know good real estate attorneys. They know good mortgage brokers.
That's right.
They know good title companies. You see, so oftentimes when I establish an agent with that the relationship with that agent, one of the first things I'm asking about is, say, hey, I need a good contractor in the area. You know anybody? 9 times out of 10, they know a good contractor who've done some work for someone in the past.
I bet so.
So why is that important? Because here's what I want you guys to keep in mind. When you're looking at a property, there are 2 questions you got to have answered. Okay? 1, how much work does this house need? What's it going to take to get this house back up to market standard? Yeah. 2, once the work is done and the house is nice and pretty, what will it sell for or rent for?
That's all you need.
Those are the 2 vital questions you have to ask and have answered. And your agent, a lot of times, is the key to that. They can help you with what the house would sell for. They can help you with what the rent's for. Yeah. They may not can walk through a house and tell you what work, how much it's going to cost to patch the drywall or fix the roof, but they probably know somebody who does. And it all starts with that relationship. So having those keys in place, it starts with that vital relationship of the realtor.
That's so true. And guys, Randolph mentioned it. A lot of people won't call the realtors because of the fear. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Don't get embarrassed about it. Don't let it bother you. I mean, sometimes you're going to get realtors on the phone, just like, realtors are no different than anybody else. They're just people. You might have called them at a bad time. Right. You might have, I remember one time I called up this realtor and I was asking about a property and I could tell she was just very standoffish, very short in her answers. So I just said, hey, I'm really sorry. All I'm really trying to do here is buy a house. I'm a cash buyer. Should I call someone else? And she broke down and started crying. And she said, my mom just passed away 3 days ago and I'm trying to work. I'm trying to deal with all that. See, We have no idea what's on the other end of that phone.
That's right.
You don't have any idea what's on the other end of that phone. So you've got to make sure that you just fake it till you make it.
That's right.
And if a realtor's giving you a hard time, if well, no, you need to come look at it before, don't be afraid to use words like, let me tell you how we work.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you how we work. This is what we do, okay? Don't be afraid to do that. And also, don't be afraid to ask the realtor if you're brand new. You can say that. I've said this to people in training our inner circle students right here in this room in our office. I've said this to students or to realtors to show the students. I would say something like, if a realtor would say something like, well, what do you need to know that for? That has nothing to do with it. I might say something like, well, I'm really sorry. I'm brand new. I'm trying to get educated as much as I can. And all I really need is somebody that can work with me. I've got money, or I've got my money lined up, and I'm ready to buy some houses. Will you help me? Appeal to their good nature, right?
That's exactly right.
Excellent.
Exactly right.
And the realtor will help you build your other team members,
That's right? Absolutely.
Who else you need on your team?
You got realtors, contractors. Look, a VA. I mean, the VA is vital to our team.
You got a team of them, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So does Paul.
That's exactly right. Me and Paul both. We have a team of VAs that are helping us make offers on properties for the fraction of the cost that it would take this
$2 an hour.
There you go. That's exactly right. So, but yeah, I mean, just building relationships with like-minded people, professionals in that particular market is absolutely key. Absolutely key.
That's right. And what you do is you call the realtor about a property. You're not going to call up realtors, hey, I'm an investor, I'm looking to get into investing, I'm looking for a realtor. No, you call about a property, and that property has a realtor attached to it. And you're looking for two things. Can I work with this realtor, and can I buy this house? The two things right there.
That's right. Can
I buy this house? Can I work with this realtor? Okay? So there you have it for building your team. Randolph, I really do appreciate it. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Billy is going to talk to you about where to get the money, okay? Where to get the money.
That's going to be good.